There has been a major escalation in the Israel-Hamas war. Israel has begun its long-anticipated ground offensive to occupy Gaza City, the territory's largest urban center, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirming the move during a court testimony. In this video, we explain why this operation matters, how it follows weeks of bombardment, the humanitarian toll it is already causing, and the reactions from Israeli leaders and the United States. On Tuesday, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirmed that the Israeli military has launched its ground offensive to seize Gaza City, describing the urban hub as one of Hamas's key strongholds. The decision follows weeks of heavy bombardment across the Gaza Strip, after Tel Aviv approved in August a plan to push into the heart of Gaza City, which had already suffered widespread destruction from airstrikes. Netanyahu reminded that Hamas launched its surprise attack in October 2023, killing over 1,200 people and taking around 251 hostages, according to Israel's tally. Of the remaining 48 hostages, Israeli authorities believe that 20 are still alive inside Gaza. Israel's defense minister, Israel Katz, echoed the hardline stance in a fiery post on X, writing in Hebrew, "Gaza is burning. The IDF strikes with an iron fist at the terrorist infrastructure, and our soldiers are fighting bravely to create the conditions for the release of hostages and the defeat of Hamas. We will not relent, and we will not turn back until the mission is complete." For several weeks, Israeli forces had operated on the outskirts of Gaza City, gradually edging toward the center where, according to Reuters, about 1 million Palestinians had taken shelter in August after being displaced by earlier strikes. Now, as ground forces push in, the humanitarian crisis is worsening, with mass displacement, severe shortages of food and water, and mounting casualties that include children, according to international reports. A CNN report noted that the ground incursion was initially expected to happen only after a full evacuation of civilians from densely populated areas. However, only a fraction of the population has managed to leave so far, making civilian casualties almost inevitable as the operation unfolds. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, speaking as he flew out of Israel on his way to Qatar, issued a stern warning to Hamas, saying the militant group has only a few days left to accept a ceasefire deal amid the intensifying Israeli bombardment. Rubio stressed that Washington's number one choice remains a negotiated settlement, explaining that the ideal outcome would be Hamas agreeing to demilitarize and pledging no longer to pose a threat to Israel. To sum up, Israel has officially launched its ground offensive into Gaza City, vowing not to step back until Hamas is defeated and the hostages are freed. But as the fighting escalates, the humanitarian toll is already severe, raising urgent questions about civilian safety, international response, and whether a ceasefire is even possible in the coming days. For more updates on this evolving story, make sure to subscribe to the Indian Express on YouTube.